Well, good morning, May 13th, Tuesday morning. Welcome to the Table of Knowledge. So, yesterday, I posted a video wearing my Amish hat. So this morning, earlier, I'm doing this a little bit later because I've been busy. Had to go change a hot water tank first thing this morning. Had to go do a little electric work. So, anyway, a lady seen me at True Value and she said, "Hey, I watched your video." She said, "What's up with the Amish hat? Wear that Amish hat." So what's up with the Amish hat? So let me tell you a story about the Amish hat. So in my community, I'm a contractor, do about everything. And here, I don't know, a few years ago, been on my own now. I used to have a full-time job doing basically what I do now. Carpenter, electric work, stuff like that. I kind of didn't retire, but I just kind of retired. But started my own business, my own gig, working by myself. Sometimes I got, somebody to help me. But anyway, back to the Amish hat. A few years ago, a bunch of Amish people moved in just over here west of me. Amish community, and I don't know, there's over 100 families now, I believe. But I remember when they first moved in, and everything, and you didn't see them around much, because they was getting their own places ready and everything. Well, in my small community, my dad was a contractor and worked in this area for years and years, and a lot of the other guys my age, they worked in this area, and kept busy, and I still keep pretty busy, but anyway, the Amish hat is, we'd go bid a job or something, a small job, like a little storage shed or something. Go bid it. Thought we was pretty, reasonable on it and everything. And actually, it was cheaper than going up there at the mini storage place, or the shed places, that sell sheds. It was actually cheaper building one on site than there was going up and ordering one and having it delivered and all that stuff set up. Well, anyway, the Amish taking, let me get this. Hello, ma'am. I just did. I just went and I had to change a hot water tank this morning, and now I'm headed to an electric job. So, how bad's it leaking? Really? Okay, I'll turn around and come back. Where's it coming? Where's the water coming from? Okay, I'm headed that way. I'll call the people I was headed to. I'll tell them it's gonna be a little later. Okay. I'm busier than that. Busy. Got another hot water tank call this morning. That's number 2 today. But anyway, I got this Amish hat because using my head, I thought, my family, my great-grandpa and them, they was Amish. They was in Lancaster County. And then they ended up in this area. And, of course, I wasn't raised Amish, but we had the kind of the Amish ways, my dad's old ways of being Amish, but, it was kind of redneck Amish. But anyway, so I bought this Amish hat one day at the Amish General Store. And I thought, something, I'm going to try something. I'm going to wear this Amish hat. People that don't know me, they're saying, "Hey, there's an Amish guy." I'm going to ask him what he gets, And you believe it or not, I got a few jobs out of this hat. So I got me another hat. I'll show it to you here in a minute because they're coming to town now. But anyway, I took and got this Amish hat and started wearing it around. Well, my community is really not that particular on work, like the bigger cities, they have inspectors and all this stuff. Well, my community, they could care less, I think. But you still need to know what you're doing, And like I do a lot of electric work, and I did it for years, and I got all my paperwork and everything, and you know, I'm good to go, but I don't worry about it. But anyway, I carry liability insurance, and I keep my license up to date and everything within the city, you know, requirements and all this stuff. But the Amish, they can come to my community and work, and they don't need shit. They don't need nothing. They don't even have to have liability insurance, you know. And as a contractor, and I'm speaking for the other guys that's in this area, you know, we get kind of disturbed, you know, because we get pissed off because the Amish, you know, they're coming to town and working. Well, hell, they don't have to have a damn city license. They don't have to have permits. They don't have to have this. They just go out there and work, you know. And a lot of people don't know this, and I love the Amish. I mean, I like the Amish, you know. They're good guys. They're good guys to bullshit with. But you can take and go somewhere, and you just see a whole bunch of Amish people out there working, you know. And you think, my God, does them people really know what kind of money they're saving? Hey, you need to really investigate this and put a pencil to it. You are not saving money. They charge $125 an hour. There might be 3 of them, there might be 4 of them, there might be 3 adults and a whole bunch of kids, you know. But you're paying them $125 an hour for all of them. They work 7 hours a day, and if my math's right, that's $875 a day, $875 a day. But yeah, I mean, you know, they might work more than some English guys, you know, work a little faster. But go back and look at their work. I'm telling you, go back and look at their work. You know, I put 3 screws in a 2x6. You know, 3-inch, 3.5-inch screw, torque screw in a 2x6. Go back and look at their work. They got 2 screws in it. You know, just, you know, and I ain't cussing the Amish, but you just need to think about taking care of your English people in your community. Shop local, you know, before you get somebody from another area to come in and work for you. So that's kind of my rant this morning. I don't really like to rant on this channel, but that's kind of my rant this morning. Well, the other day I noticed now in the big community, there's a lot of other fellers coming to town and working, and they's building a privacy fence, and I'd sure like to have that privacy fence, but they're wearing these kind of hats now. So I decided to get me one, see if I get any work or not this morning or whenever, you know. Maybe call me up and say, hey, there's one of them guys, maybe he can build me a privacy fence. So that's kind of what I'm doing this morning. I'm kind of looking around, and some of the people in town this morning, I ain't gonna show them on video, but yeah, they're in town this morning working. There's 2 groups of them. Some of them's wearing them Amish hats, and some of them's wearing these hats. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's gonna be a short one this morning. I got a hot water tank leak. I got this hot water tank leaking. I already changed the hot water tank this morning. I was headed to a big electric job to wire a cattle chute working area. But I guess when you got your customers out there, you got to take care of them. One of them might squall a little bit because you don't show up on time, but the other one's squalling because you ain't there. And so that's kind of the life I got. So y'all take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning and see what kind of knowledge we can come up with. So I'm out.